Nigga kill over a bitch, but let a rat keep his wife. Hey y'all, I'm telling you right now, Cartel Bo was set up. It ain't what it looked like. That's what that's what I came up with. But let's get into this.
Really stood out to me. One, the root of this case started when she thought he was going to be with another woman. She thought he was going to visit another female with whom he was cheating with. And then we hear about the handcuffs being in the home, well, we come later to find out that they use handcuffs in their OnlyFans content in doing sexual bondage on OnlyFans. So it's not shocking that handcuffs would be in the house. It's not shocking that they use handcuffs according to the victim's statement in this case. Also, what concerns me is there's also, from learning in court, an ongoing custody battle. And so that's motivation alone for whenever he gets upset or she gets upset, 911 is being called, and we're weaponizing law enforcement and the criminal justice system to play a role in making us more successful in our custody desires with an ongoing family court matter. Also, something else we learned in this case, and this is important, and I'm surprised you didn't raise the question, sir, as we all heard, she was harassed and intimidated by law enforcement. And she said it over and over again. I felt harassed, I felt threatened, I felt intimidated. She even went on to say that they were trying to force me to say and do something I did not want to do. And I told them multiple times I didn't want to do it. The words of the victim on video. This is not something she wrote down. These are her words. She says, I was never threatened. She says, I was never assaulted by him. And she says, I told law enforcement that, but they kept trying to get me to change the narrative. So it appears to me that law enforcement has an axe to grind with Mr. Brown beyond just this case because of how they handled the victim in this case. She told them, I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't need to go. They forced her to go. She asked paramedics, do I have to go? I don't want to go. Then she gets to the hospital and she says, I keep telling you over and over again, I don't need a rape kit. I was not raped. She didn't make the 911 call. Somebody else made the 911 call. And come to find out, the person who made the 911 call has a connection to the custody battle. This is a lot. This is a lot of drama, and it's not passing the smell test. Yes, there's some previous cases between the two, because obviously there's a serious toxic relationship. But if we're allowing people to weaponize the system whenever they get mad with their spouse or the person in a relationship with, to use law enforcement as leverage, that appears to be what it is, because these cases come with these same two, and then she turns around and says, okay, well, no, nothing happened. I changed my story, because she's also admitting she's afraid that she could get in trouble possibly for making these statements to law enforcement. But when we first saw it on the media as it was presented, we thought this man was a monster. We thought this man was somebody out kidnapping people, handcuffing them, keeping them locked in a closet. But no, she's admitting drugs were being used. She's admitting alcohol was being consumed of her own free will. There's a lot to this case that needs to come out. But I'm surprised that the prosecutors in this case rushed to come with these kind of charges. This is despicable. They should be a lot more professional than that and more meticulous in cases than this. I don't see a snowflake chance in hell of them taking this case to trial. You cannot let a jury hear all.
Hearing his lawyer, it's on video that she talked to the police and told them, I ain't doing none of what y'all asking me to do. I ain't pressing no charges. I'm not saying he did this. She was forced into that. And y'all know he called it Murderwood. And he's saying that, yeah, they out to get him. They pretty much is out to get Cartel Bo. And the handcuffs. Oh, the handcuffs? That's part of freaky play. We got OnlyFans. And we be getting real rough. That's what the lawyer's saying that Cartel Bo relayed to him. Nah. The way she move, of course she's on OnlyFans. She got a real past with a lot of niggas in it. And don't none of this sound far-fetched. But then these people come back and they say in the courtroom, it's a whole different story. Nah, I ain't gonna tell it. Let's get into this.
Sixth day in court for rapper Cartel Bo, facing serious accusations involving the mother of his children.
He's accused of holding her captive for days, and now prosecutors want him held without bond. KPRC 2 News reporter Bryce Newberry is live at the Harris County Criminal Courthouse with the reversal revealed in court today. Bryce.
Yeah, Keith and Corley, this woman initially claimed to have been locked in a closet for days, but now she has provided statements to rapper Cartel Bo's defense team, taking it all back, which prosecutors say she may have done under pressure just before today's hearing. This disturbing photo showed in court Monday captured bruises covering the legs of the woman allegedly held captive by rapper Cartel Bo, also known as Warren Brown. Both sides offered very different explanations for the bruises. Prosecutors say they came from beatings, but the defense says they were caused by rough sex and her work as a dancer.
The allegations are very salacious, but allegations are just that.
Brown is accused of kidnapping the mother of his children, holding her in a closet of this home on Darby Retreat Lane for several days in July, before Precinct 4 investigators say she escaped the home in only her underwear and handcuffs. She flagged down a neighbor and allegedly claimed to have been sexually assaulted, according to a search warrant. Inside, investigators found a urine-soaked mattress and rotten food. Brown's defense team now says the victim has recanted, claiming to have been forced by law enforcement to make a statement while under the influence.
We presented some new evidence that I think is very exculpatory for Mr. Brown.
Prosecutors claim days before the hearing, Brown allegedly used a different inmate's credentials to make jail calls to the victim, urging her to sign an affidavit of non-prosecution and record a video statement. Chow Win is a trauma therapist. How common is it for a victim in a case involving possible domestic violence to recant?
It's actually a lot more common than you think, and it's actually quite alarming.
Prosecutors allege she's financially dependent and the two have a pattern of domestic violence.
It's interesting. We always look at two barriers to leaving an emotionally domestic violence situation, and those barriers oftentimes involve kids and money.
The victim's safety is at risk, prosecutors say, but the defense argued the evidence is lacking and chalked it up to the price for being a celebrity.
We have to let these things play out. I ask everybody to not rush to judgment.
So the defense, of course, wants a bond set in this case, pointing right at the victim, now saying the allegations didn't happen. But prosecutors urged Judge Kelly Johnson to deny bond. They say that if Brown is released, the only question then becomes what happens to this victim next. We'll let you know what the judge decides. For now, we're live downtown. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
Now, you know I'm going to call a spade a spade. This where I'm confused at. If the lawyer was saying it's a video of her saying that the police made her and coerced her into saying things, is she saying that on a video with herself, or is she saying that on the video with the police? Like, basically she telling them, I don't want to press no charges, ain't nothing happened to me, I wasn't assaulted. It was just told she didn't call the police. Okay, so if she didn't call the police and she told them nothing happened, it's body cam footage of her making statements saying that to them. So if it's footage, it don't matter what this second thing that just happened in the courtroom. No, initial statements said nothing happened. And y'all coerced her into saying things. That's how I look at this. And from the beginning, I say he was set up. The handcuff situation. They got other things going on. Of course you was going to find handcuffs. If it's footage of them on OnlyFans using handcuffs, that go out the window. This simple math to me, baby. She been trying to set him up. Or I shouldn't say set him up, been trying to get him locked up for lies and all type of situations. He was just talking about sending her to jail, right? A nigga who talking about sending his baby mama to jail or having a conversation. Should I tell? Should I not? She tried to kidnap our kids. I got custody. Do that sound like he finna do that? I mean, I know he got a persona about himself, but he was set up. And I think that if it's footage on body cam and she didn't call the police and what the lawyer's saying, that's what she said, this is an open shut case. Cartel Bo coming to the crib. Y'all leave a comment. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. This is how I feel about it. I'll be back with a